Thank you, Ann. Thank you for that kind introduction. Cameron, it's great to see you. Looking forward to the opportunity to have this discussion this afternoon. Let me also thank all of you as students. Anybody that's willing to show up on a Friday afternoon to hear a politician, God bless you. And so we decided I'd go out and become an entrepreneur, and took my life savings. I'd saved about $5,000, invested it in a little energy startup company, went to work for that company. In 6 weeks, I helped that company go totally bankrupt. I then went into real estate, and it took me 6 months to fail at that. So how can we overall bring the cost of higher education down? The truth is, your decision on where you go to college and the cost of that will probably, next to buying a house, be the most expensive investment you'll make in your whole lifetime. And we do a really crummy job in this country of trying to give you the right information and have the right kind of price transparency. So I've got a series of bills, legislative bills, that try to say, how do we make sure that you are a more informed consumer before you go? Financial counseling on the front. I also got a bill that should be a no-brainer that says no before you go. You know, we already collect enough data that should provide the information in a user-friendly app where you could say, before I choose any college, how much are the total costs going to be? If I major in art history the way my daughter did, what's my chances of getting a job and how much is that job going to pay? Let's bring the same transparency to higher education that we brought to the travel industry and to hotels. We can do it. It's not going to solve the whole problem, but it is, I think, a step in the right direction. Say we're going to continue to promise you free stuff without the ability to say how we're going to repay it. You know, it's simply going to move. If you remove debt from one level and then you get debt at another level because our whole country doesn't have the ability to finance anything, that's not a smart move. Secondly, try to really examine how we can slow the growing cost of higher education. We're not going to be able to stop it, but slow it.
Furthermore, I have several friends here with great amounts of student loan debt, and I'm aware that your colleague in the Senate, Senator Bernie Sanders, has introduced legislation S 1947 to make public colleges and universities 4-year tuition free. And you made a point earlier saying that promising, quote, free stuff may not be the best way to go. However, we are the richest country in the world, and Senator Sanders has also spoken in support of canceling all student debt in the form of economic stimulus. And in my opinion, if we can bail out the banks on Wall Street, we can bail out the students too.
I'm not going to support that legislation because, you know, here's my feeling. We are $24 trillion in debt as a nation. Both parties ran that up because what people say, you have a lot of politicians that promise, I'm going to cut your taxes and spend more on this and that. There is nothing progressive about leaving your generation with a country that can't pay its bills.
However, I realized because I wanted a career in politics, I had to make a capital region. But out-of-state tuition is astronomical. So I was wondering if you had any ideas supporting students who have out-of-state tuition.
So if you're a legislator in Richmond, you got families saying, by all means, keep your costs down for in-state students. So what does the university do? I'll say we can jack up the state costs for out-of-state students because they have no constituency at the state legislative level. I don't know a simple answer on this. That's where you go to, all of the repayment ideas that exist or pre-tax dollars. These are all partial solution sets, but unless we can decrease the inflation rate in higher education, we'll just nibble around the edges. And that goes back to this gentleman's questions here, which was saying,